going up against the Cardinals. So with that, let's get right out to the stadium. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis have the call on this Week 4 matchup.
Okay, Larry, first opened in 2006. Here's a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals. They'll come out in the pistol. They run the counter now on first down. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Three yards to go here on 2nd down.
Ohio! Come on, let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. In motion is Austin Hooper. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. Give him 27 yards that time. And that leads to an Atlanta first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end. Maybe.
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go!
In motion is Austin Hooper. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. In motion is Austin Hooper.
Detroit!
Now back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
Coleman now. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A give to the fullback on the dive. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed as that's going to move the chains.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. 2nd down following the run.
Let's go. 38.
They'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to fire one. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. The gun. They'll look to throw. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go now. Back there. Here we go. Detroit! 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 Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard. Over. No. Check. Patriot.
The play clock's running down.
Leopard.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Let's go. What? 9. Flex round.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it's good enough for an Arizona first. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw. Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, They're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
This is Coleman, and cuts out right sideline. Touchdown, Falcons! Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown on the season, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game, really at the point of attack. The offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
In motion is Austin Hooper. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Motion. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets them a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find his man on the outside. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at it, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Austin Safarian Jenkins, his 1st touchdown on the year. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Defense showing blitz.
No. Check. Patriot. Check. Green, 30.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
And time for us to take a break here in the booth. More from the desert after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. The gun. They'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
On 2nd and 10 now, and they're going to go soft on the corners. In motion is Austin Hooper. And 2nd and 10, he'll look, and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. And the Cardinals going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds Coleman. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And now it's 3rd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback that felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
No, check, Patrick. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
4 down. All right, now. Check. Patriot. Over.
They'll set up a throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And the wideout in motion. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Their dangerous wide receiver. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know, in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They're going to look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll set up to throw. Deep drop. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. So out now come the Cardinals. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Backing up. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. As hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
This is fielded at the 27. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Tough day. tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On play action, they'll throw. Deep drop. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Little jostling there, but it's going to be the offense that gets the penalty flag for interference. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Back to throw here. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
In motion is Austin Hooper. The tight end in motion right. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Now, it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on third down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Coleman. And he'll lose yardage on the... Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Detroit. Detroit.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
They'll drop the throw. And he couldn't corral it. It falls down incomplete, but maybe not a big deal given this big lead. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Trying to shake. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. They come out here in the I. Here's Coleman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And McManus able to put it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. Looking deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going up top. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's go!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go now. 3-19. Leopard.
And on the ground they go with the running back. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Now they try the right side here. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team once more. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And McManus able to put it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. 2nd down now after the pass completion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. And quickly they get to the line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it'll give the Cardinals a first down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Watch left. Tight end to the left. Come on, let's go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. Fighting through. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
But it was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Why were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.
Tonight we ain't going out, so we invited everybody. The made, they're waiting. way too strong, but ain't nobody saying sorry. The speaker's so blown, no one knows what it is, but we keep it on repeat cause we don't want it to end. We got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives, and the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back just shaking our heads, but right now we're too fast to slow down just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. Just acting our